Welcome back, Troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. Hey, before we get into today's episode, let's go ahead and pick the winner of the Paranormal giveaway. I always kind of draw these things randomly. Sometimes I wait a week, sometimes I do it the next day. Since this one was open worldwide, we don't have to filter that at all, except for duplicate users. Impressive, 3,799. Let's go ahead and pick our winner. Congratulations, Judah Davis. Now you can finally say that you have won something. Today I thought we would take a look at 7 really interesting single-cut Les Paul style guitars. And to make it even more fun, let's play Gibson Authentic or Not. So as you're watching this video, write down in the comments section if you think it's a Gibson or not, and then post your results before I reveal the answers. The first one here has a beautiful honeyburst finish with a crazy quilt top on it. You can definitely get lost in the waves of this one. It appears to have an ABR1 style bridge with reissue style knobs and zebra bobbin pickups. Also notice the abalone inlays. The second one here is just as elegant, but in a different way, a little bit more subtle and subdued, with a quilty purple maple top. It features black speed knobs with a Nashville-styled bridge, and has a traditional ebony and/or rich light fretboard, and custom block inlays. Number 3 takes us from quilty territory to straight up wood grain. Look at this beast. You've got really tight wood grain in the center, lines running up and down, and then you get more rings towards the edges. It appears there's also some layers to this top with the beveled edges. The photo might not be the best, but I think the beauty of this really comes through. Notice the harmonica style bridge and a tailpiece drilled directly into the top, with golden knobs, an abalone inlay running along the binding of the body, and an interesting fretboard inlay. Our next one is an extreme close-up of a single-cut guitar with golden speed knobs, and an interesting wood grain pattern to it that appears to be book-matched. It has humbucker pickups and a 3-way selector switch. Number 5 is quite the sight to behold. Again, having 2 humbucker pickups, but notice this time wooden pickup rings, and it almost looks like it has wooden inlays on the fretboard. But above all else, look at this top. It's not quite flame, it's not quite quilt. It's just a super wide flamey top. It's not even in all areas, but for some reason it really works with this finish. It appears we have a golden ABR1 styled bridge, and maybe even wooden knobs. Our 5th one here is a rather traditional looking Les Paul with a nice flame top, but you can definitely tell this photo has been a little bit altered. Notice the speed knobs have these strange notches in them, and hey, what's going on with this pickguard? No mounting bracket or screws. And for the final one, this is a strange art piece, a solid color with a flower motif or something on it. Look at this strange, long, droopy nose pickguard. Only one pickup and a wrap tail piece with 2 knobs. Maybe somebody just put this Gibson custom sticker on here to fool ya. So feel free to pause the video, go back, rewatch. But let me know in the comments right now which ones were Gibson Authentic and which ones are imposters. Got your answers in? Here's the results. The first one, yes, besides this one looking like an overseas copy that's just been overly done, the abalone inlay, the over-the-top top, this is a signature model for Japanese guitarist Tak Matsumoto. However, it's not a Gibson, it's actually an Epiphone Elitist. Which, I'll be honest, I even got this one wrong. I thought that was a Gibson signature model, because Tak does have quite a few of those as well. Something I didn't quite pick out was he actually has his signature right here along the fretboard. And you can just barely see that right there. That's a cool Epiphone model. Number 2, translucent purple. Not necessarily a common finish to find on Gibsons, but you do find these on the Gibson custom quill tops. I've actually owned one very similar to this. You're more than welcome to check out my full review and demo on it. Number 3, I think it's a clear giveaway it's not a Gibson because it says Ibanez right there. Back in the 70s, Ibanez made a lot of cool Les Paul styled guitars, some fancy and some more traditional looking. This one appears to be something like an Ibanez Professional Model 2670, a signature of Randy Scruggs. It appears they've done a few other models that look kinda similar to that. But I can definitely tell you who sold that guitar. It was Olivia's Vintage. That's one good looking imposter though. Number 4, to be honest, I really don't know what this is, but I can definitely tell you it's not a Gibson. The biggest giveaway is this, the metric style bridge. It's either a Chibson import with just kind of a unique top to it, or one of many other import brand guitars that do single cuts, such as an Agile brand guitar. Number 5, my goodness, is it beautiful. It's like the blending of PRS finesse with the Gibson style. As you can tell, that's some really choice mahogany back there. It almost doesn't even look like it has any binding. They just let the finish do the work for it. The wooden appointments are a really nice touch. It kind of reminds me of this custom build that a viewer brought in for me to review. And if you've fallen madly in love with this is actually a Nick Huber creation. You can see there's one on Reverb right now for $7,000, and this is a figured Redwood top. That finish is just awe-inspiring, and it's just blending all the big brands. It's kind of cool. Number 6, you'd think this one would be pretty easy, right? But maybe that pickguard threw you off. That's actually a stock spec, depending on what year. That's Gibson's shortly lived bracketless pickguard system. Here's what one of those looks like. Basically, those little nubs there, they just slide into the pickup ring. Pretty cool little feature, but now that I've actually seen it on it, it looks so strange not having the bracket, or at least the screw right here. The notch speed knobs are also something you could find around 2014, 2015. So my best guess is this is a 2015 Les Paul Traditional. So yes, a Gibson. Number 7, I just threw this one on here for fun because, wow, this is kind of interesting. Yes, I believe it to be a custom shop original creation because they do make guitars like these. The rest of the story of this one's going to surprise you though. This actually started life as a 50s Les Paul, but it had been so badly beaten and mutilated throughout its life that the owner sent this into Gibson to have this fanciful restoration done on it. I had always seen photos of this one kicking around online, but the owner actually posted some additional information about this guitar on a Facebook group not that long ago. And I actually had one of these very recently. It's a Kazuyoshi Saito signature Les Paul. Except for, you know, those didn't have this fancy design on it. But the reason why it has the big long pickguard is it's resembling an ES-295. So how'd you do? Only 3 of them were Gibsons, but I hope you enjoyed looking at all 7 of these really cool looking instruments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, challenge your friends to take the quiz, and we will see you tomorrow on the next one. Take care.